Title: The Broken Fist and the Pierced Hands. Setting: shortly after Jaggi manipulates various gangs and spreads lies about Kenshiro, but before Kenshiro tracks him down. In the desert wastes of the post-apocalyptic world, Jaggi is wounded alone and tormented by the growing weight of his sins. Scene: the encounter. Jaggi staggers through the ruins of an old church, a forgotten place buried beneath dust and skulls. The bell tower collapsed years ago and only fragments of stained glass remain. Seeking shelter from an oncoming sandstorm, he enters the cracked sanctuary, bitter and snarling. Inside the silence, a voice calls, "Jaggi, why do you wear your brother's image in hatred, not love?" Jaggi spins around, gun ready. But instead of a man, he sees a radiant figure in white. A humble man with eyes like burning light, pierced hands extended with peace. "Who are you? Another ghost haunting me?" Jaggi shouts, his heart thudding. "I am Jesus of Nazareth," the man says, stepping forward. "The one who bore wounds not for revenge, but for redemption. I know your pain, I know your envy, I know your lies." For the first time in years, Jaggi drops his gun. Tears threaten his scarred eye, long denied by pride and hate. "You don't know what it's like," he growls. "To be overlooked, to live in the shadow of Kenshiro." Jesus responds softly. "You were never meant to live in shadows. You were created for the light. You fought to be Hokuto's successor with fists of hate, but Hokuto Shinken was never meant to destroy through pride. It was meant to protect spiritual conflict." Jesus shows Jaggi visions of the blood he spilled, the innocent villages he terrorized, the fear in children's eyes when they heard his false tales of Kenshiro's cruelty. But also, visions of what could have been, Jaggi fighting side by side with Kenshiro as brothers, defending the weak, rising together. Jaggi falls to his knees, trembling. "What can I do now? I've gone too far." Jesus replies, "No soul is beyond my reach. Repent and walk a new path, or continue down the path of pride and it will destroy you." Aftermath: a changed path. After this encounter, Jaggi disappears for several days. When Kenshiro finally confronts him, expecting a man full of rage and deception, he finds something unexpected. Jaggi stands before him without the helmet. His voice cracks. "Kenshiro, I lied. I hated you because I thought Father chose wrong. But I see now I chose wrong." Kenshiro is stunned. For the first time, his brother doesn't strike. Jaggi falls to his knees. "Do what you must, I won't fight. Just know I asked him for forgiveness." Impact on the series: Jaggi's redemption arc becomes a turning point. Kenshiro no longer sees his brother as only a villain, but a tragic soul overtaken by bitterness. Rao and Toki hear of Jaggi's change, causing Rao to grow more wary of spiritual matters, adding tension to his god complex and later downfall. Jaggi leaves behind a letter, hidden in the church ruins, speaking of his encounter with the Son of God and urging others not to repeat his sins. Some survivors begin to build a new community of peace around the church ruins, led by people inspired by Jaggi's testimony. Thematic shift. This version of Fist of the North Star gains a deeper moral and spiritual layer. Jaggi's change reflects the core of Hokuto Shinken's original philosophy, using power not to dominate but to protect. The encounter with Jesus Christ doesn't just save Jaggi's soul, it begins to redeem part of the post-apocalyptic world itself.